Now, James, the last time that you and I discussed furrydom and everything like that, you mentioned that you do a lot of VR streaming. Is that correct?
Yes, I do the VR chat, just like that gentleman that was here before me.
I played a game called VR Chat, and I met a few cool people on there, and one thing led to another. I started meeting even more people that were more in the furry fandom and started hanging out with them more until I realized one day that, like, mainly people that I hang out with are furries, and that's when I discovered that I was one too.
Now, roughly how much time would you say you spend in a given day in virtual reality?
Oh my God, in VR, we're talking like 12, 13 hours if I can push it.
You spend 12 or 13 hours a day in virtual reality.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine that if you hit him with something in VR, he reacts to it, says, ow! In his head, he can feel it. If I walked up to you and pinched you in real life, you'd feel it. But he has that in virtual reality.
Like he has a technology that allows for that?
No. It's just in your head. It's like if you put a nail through your hand and you know the pain of that. So like, if you did it in VR, you'd be like, ah.
Do you experience that as well?
No, well, sometimes, not all the time. Like I can feel sometimes people patting me on the head or ruffling up my ears. I can feel it sometimes, not all the time. Just depends on the day.
Do you do a lot of online virtual reality stuff? That seems to be the case with a lot of people here, where they'll live in a digital realm as their persona, if you will.
I'm more of an extrovert, so I prefer face-to-face interaction. So last year was very difficult because there was no cons or conventions going on. Having things like the Rhode Island Bulls every month. We have meetups where we'll meet at a coffee shop and we'll draw art together. I was a part of an event at the zoo last week where they welcomed us in. We're meeting kids and families. So for me, the more interaction, the better. I just love making people smile and laugh. So I'll be doing this at Rhode Island Comic Con next weekend as well.
Now, I guess, forgive me, James, but I think you're a great guy, and I see that you're spending upwards of 12 and 13 hours a day in virtual reality, and I guess my concern would be, like, I don't want you to...
I can differentiate between the two.
Right,
that's what you're
do you ever worry that you're like... that you might end up neglecting real life?
No,
the fruits of real life for the virtual realm?
I always take care of everything, shower, food, cat, everything before I even step into VR. I even check up on the girlfriend and say, hey, I'm going to be in VR. Do you need anything? And she's always like, no, or yeah, make me a sandwich, I always make sure before I get in VR for long periods of time, everything is taken care of before I even get in.
Do you ever worry that there might be something on the outside that you're missing, though?
Not all the time.